Hi everyone. Today we're going to discuss about cluster analysis. Okay, so we'll learn what is cluster analysis, clustering example, and some of the exercises using SPSS modeler and project discussions. Okay, clustering is a technique used for automatic identification of natural grouping of things and data instances that are similar to each other are categorized into one cluster, and the data instances that are very different or far away from each other into different clusters. Learns the clusters of things from past data, then assigns new instances to the cluster homes, and it is part of a machine learning family, and it is unsupervised learning. There is no output dependent variable, also known as segmentation. So a segment is a category. You are in an educational and economic class, so objectives include creating cooperation, targeted serving the class, etc. So more accurately, segment populations leading to superior performance. You see in this slide, we have clustered based on their habits like addicted devotees, mobile first, social animals, mobile lifestyle. So these are some of the examples of clustering. So operational definition: given a representation of n objects, find k groups based on a measure of similarity such that objects within the same group are alike but the objects in different groups are not alike. So the next chart shows the clusters can differ in terms of their shape, size, and density. The presence of noise in the data makes the detection of clusters even more difficult. So this is an example of a clustering. So on left side you can see an input data. So after applying the clustering, you can see the desired cluster output. So cluster analysis is used in almost every field where there is a massive variety and transactions. Provide characterization, definition, and labels for population. Identify natural groupings of customers, products, patients, etc. So this is an example of three natural clusters. So data set that has three natural groups of data points. So now we'll discuss about how the cluster analysis is done in data mining. So first question always comes is how many clusters we need. So there is not a truly optimal way to calculate it. So usually the LBO method is widely used. Most cluster analysis methods use a distance measure to calculate the closeness between the pair of items. And the quality of clustering result depends on the algorithm, the distance function, and the application. So there are various analysis methods. One is called as statistical methods such as k-means and k-modes, and we have neural networks, fuzzy logic, genetic algorithms. And there are one more, hierarchical versus algorithmic methods, top down versus bottom up algorithms. So we'll discuss most famous k-means clustering algorithm. So in k-means algorithm, we partition the given data into k clusters. So the first step is choose k data points has the initial centroids. Okay, they are also called as cluster centers, and we have to repeat for each data point x belonging to the domain D, data set D. Okay, compute the distance from x to each centroid and assign x to the closest centroid, and recompute the centroids using the current cluster memberships. And this step has to be repeated until some stopping criteria is met. And some of the strengths of k-means are: it is the most popular clustering algorithm, and it is simple, that is easy to understand and to implement, efficient. K-means is considered a linear algorithm. Weakness: the user needs to specify k, the process may not coverage, not suitable for discovering clusters that are not hyper ellipsoids. No other clustering algorithm performs better in general, though some may be useful for specific purposes. Comparing clustering algorithm is a difficult task. No one knows the correct cluster. So these are some of the examples of different arbitrary shapes. Hyperelliptical and hyperspherical clusters are usually easy to represent using their centroid together with sprites. Irregular shaped clusters are hard to represent. They may not be useful in some examples. So we have taken and 10 data points examples, clustering examples. So we have a one centroid and many data points. So this is an example of two centroids and the data, how the data is spread around the two centroids. So this is an example of three centroids, and we have three clusters, and data is grouped according to the nearest data to the centroid. And in k-means we can select orbit centroids. So we have three centroids arbitrarily selected, and we try to assign the data which is nearest to the centroid. Okay, for example here 2,6 is closest to this centroid, 2,4 is also to this one, 4,7 is also to this one, and here if you say second centroid, if you take 5,7, 5,6, 6,6, 8,3 and 6,3 are very close to the second centroid, and if you see the 5,2 and 4,4 they are close to the third centroid. So once it is done, we recompute centroids so that to make the algorithm more efficient. So we can do one more grouping. Okay, See, now the centroids are stabilized so that the data values now rearranged according to the new centroid points. Okay, so clustering is grouping for convenience or other purpose. Classification and clustering both are pattern recognition mechanisms. Classification is supervised learning, whereas clustering is a unsupervised learning. Thank you.